Welcome to my class. Once again, good evening everyone. Okay, here I am going to discuss Karnataka TET 2024 preparation. The topic is law of motion. Physics law of motion. Let us discuss few MCQ question based on the topic law of motion. Now onwards, I am trying to take every day at least one class in Karnataka TET 2024 preparation. Let us start the lesson. Let us start the class with first question. Here I am going to discuss only MCQ question based on the topic. Then if possible today night I will upload the theory part of the topic motion. I will upload the theory part because already the recorded class is there with me. Then theory you can listen. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. Here I am going to discuss only MCQ questions. First one, and also you can observe in my channel old Karnataka TET 2023 also I solved few questions based on the same topic. I am not repeating the questions because repeating the questions it will be waste of time. That's why new questions same topic already I did one class in 2023 TET preparation. Go through that questions. These questions, whatever the questions I am discussing today, this one is not a repeated one. That's why please go through the previous videos based on the topic motion. Even theory part also I uploaded in 2023. That also watch the theory class. It will be helpful for you. Okay, let us start the class. First question, when a car takes a sudden lift, wait a minute. Okay, when a car takes a sudden lift turn in the curved road, passenger are pushed towards the right due to first option inertia of direction, second option inertia of motion, third option inertia of rest, fourth option absence of inertia. What is the correct answer here? Yes. I will read the question once again. When a car takes a sudden left, when a car is moving in a straight line, then it will take a sudden left in a curved road. The passenger are pushed towards the right. This is due to the presence of inertia of direction. I think correct answer it will be option 1, inertia of direction. The car it will be traveling in a curved road, then when it's take turn towards left, then the passengers they are sitting inside the car, they are pushing towards the right. This is because of the inertia of direction. Those who don't know the concept of this motion chapter, I will upload the theory class today night. Otherwise already I uploaded in 2023 Karnataka TET. Watch that class also. Previous videos no one is watching. No, in in previous year also I did so many classes based on Karnataka TET. Please watch those classes also. It will be helpful for you. And also I am telling questions are not repeating. Today also I am taking new set of questions. Next question, an object of mass m held against a vertical wall by applying a horizontal force F as shown in the figure. This is the object mass m. Then this object is held against a vertical wall. This is a wall. Then by applying a horizontal force here F as shown in the figure, the minimum value of the force F is, what is the value of the force they are asking the question here. Option A less than mg, mass into gravity, then B equal to mg, option C greater than mg, option D cannot determine. Before answering this type of questions, you have to understand the concept. Here, an object of mass m, this is the object of mass m, is held against a vertical wall. This is the wall. It will be in the position vertical. Then applying which force? The force is applying in this direction. This is the direction of the force. Then the minimum value of the force. How much force is required to keep the object m towards the wall against a vertical wall? You have to hold the object against a vertical wall. Then to make the object to against a vertical wall, how much force is required? The correct answer for this question is greater than mg. You know the formula, F is equal to ma. When it will comes under gravitational force, this acceleration is replaced by g. G means acceleration due to gravity, or G means earth gravitational force. Here if any, or you know, according to Newton's law, all the objects on the earth, every objects, it will be attracted towards the earth because of the earth is having the gravitational force. If you want to hold this object vertically against the vertical wall, then you have to apply a certain force. Otherwise the object, it may fall down on the earth because of the earth gravitational force. To make the object to hold on this wall, you need some force. That force, it will be greater than this mg. That force, whatever the force you need, that force, it will be greater than this mg. Okay, greater than mg. If it is less, definitely it will fall down. Equal also, you can't hold the object. The force, it will be greater than mg. That one you have to remember. Like this question, definitely they will going to ask in upcoming exam. Not only in Karnataka TET and gpstr, hstr, all the types of exam they will ask. Concept based question, definitely science, they will be asked. Next question. A vehicle is moving along x direction. Consider the vehicle is moving along x direction. If sudden brake is applied, then option A, frictional force acting on the vehicle is along a negative x direction. Option B, frictional force acting on the vehicle is along positive x direction. Then next option, no frictional force act on the vehicle. Fourth option, frictional force act in downward direction. What is the correct answer? The correct answer for this question is option A, because a vehicle is moving along positive x direction. Consider this is positive x direction. Always the frictional force, it will be the negative direction. If the object is moving in this direction, frictional force is always negative to the direction of the motion of the body or anything, any object you can consider. Therefore the correct answer is frictional force acting on the vehicle is along negative x direction. If you consider this one positive x direction, then frictional force, it will be negative x direction. Always remember, motion of the vehicle, everything, motion of a object, the frictional force is always opposite to the motion of the body. Therefore option A, it will be the correct answer. Let us move to the next question. Yes, fourth question. A book is at rest on the table, which exert a normal force on the book. If this force is considered as reaction force, a book is kept on the table, then a normal force on the book, if the force is considered as a reaction force, what is the action force according to the Newton's third law of motion? According to Newton's third law of motion, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Like a rocket you can consider, that is the best example for Newton's third law of motion. Then here a book is at rest. Because of the rest position of the book exert a force on the table. That is, we will consider as a reaction. Then what is the action they are asking in this question? Option A, gravitational force exerted by the earth on the book. Option B, gravitational force exerted by the book on earth. Option C, normal force exerted by the book on the table. Option D, none of the above. What is the correct answer? The correct answer will be option C. The normal force means always it will be perpendicular force. Normal, whenever you will see the word normal, then you have to think in mind always that force is perpendicular to the body, otherwise perpendicular to the position. Normal force exerted by the book on the table, that force is always normal. Perpendicular force, that one you have to remember. Let us move to the next question, that is easy one. Yes, this is very interesting and also very important questions. Like this questions definitely they will going to ask. Two masses m1 and m2 are experiencing the same force. Force it will be same here. Then m1 it will be less than m2. m1 is less than m2. The mass of m1 is less than mass of m2. Okay, two bodies having the mass m1, m2. Then mass of m1 it will be less than mass of m2. m1 is less than m2. Consider simply the ratio of their acceleration a1 divided by a2. According to Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. Here the force is same for both the object they are given. Therefore m1 a1 it will be equal to m2 a2 you can consider. Then m1 by m2 it will be equal to, I need a1 by a2, no? Better consider that one only. Then a1 by a2 it will be equal to m2 by m1. You can conclude here acceleration due to gravity is inversely proportional to m. A is inversely proportional to 1 by m. Then in the first condition they are given here, mass of m1 is less than m2 means m1 is less, I will write like this. Then a1 it will be more. Acceleration due to gravity it will be more, because why? Because they are inversely proportional to each other. m2 is more means a2 it will be less. Then here roughly I will consider any one value. a1 is greater here, I will consider a1 as 20. Then I will consider a2, compared to a1 a2 it will be less, consider 10. Then 20 by 10 you will get the ratio 2 by 1 or 2 is to 1. This a1 by a2 its value is 2, because roughly you can consider any value, because here you have to conclude the concept. That's why here you have to remember a acceleration due to gravity is inversely proportional to m, and also here they are given the condition m1 is less than m2. m1 is less means a1 is greater, m2 is greater means a2 is less, because they are inversely proportional to each other. Then consider any value, verify a1 by a2. a1 is more, I will consider 20, a2 less than a1 I will consider 1. Then you will get a1 by a2 it will be 2. This it will indicate a1 by a2 value is greater than 1. Consider any value, I am taking here the simplest one. Consider any value, verify, then you can conclude. Therefore two masses m1 and m2 are experiencing the same force. Then where m1 is less than m2, then the ratio of a1 by a2 it will be always greater than 1. Why? Because acceleration and mass they will be inversely proportional to each other. That is very important question. Let us move to the next question. This question also concept based one. A particle of mass m sliding on the smooth double inclined plane. This is the plane, sliding plane. will experience? Option A, greater acceleration along the path AB. Option B, greater acceleration along the path AC. Same acceleration in both the paths. Option D, no acceleration in both the paths. The correct answer for this question is option B, greater acceleration along the path AC. Here consider two inclined plane. One plane angle is 30 degree, another plane angle is 45 degree. When you are having inclined plane having more angle means angle of inclination it will be more. In this case angle of inclination, otherwise angle of inclined plane, otherwise angle it will be more in this case. Then this AC, it will be greater acceleration along the path AC. Remember when like this question when they asked in the exam, you have to choose the which angle is more. If the angle is more, it is morely inclined plane. Then in that plane the acceleration it will be more. Greater acceleration along the path AC because the angle it will be more here. Remember that one. Okay. Let us move to the next question. This question also very easy and also interesting one. Question number 8. Two blocks of mass m. One block having a mass m, another block having the mass 2m are placed on a smooth horizontal surface as shown in the figure. This is the smooth horizontal surface. In the first case, only a force F1 is applied from the left. See, this is the force F1. Consider your left, consider your right. This is left, this is your right. Your left, your right. Then here, the force F1 is applied from the left. Later, only a force F2 is applied from the right. If the force acting at the interface of the two blocks, this is the interface, this is the interface. This is the interface. Okay. Then the force acting at the interface of the two blocks in the two cases is same. Then F1 and F2 is whatever the force you are getting in the interface of the two blocks, it will be same. Then what is the ratio of F1 and F2? What is the ratio of F1 and F2? The ratio it will be 2:1. Why it will be 2:1? Because the force is according to Newton's second law of motion, force it will be m into a. Force is directly proportional to mass of the body. Here F1 is directly proportional to mass of the body is this, it will be equal to 2m. Then F2 is directly proportional to m. Then its ratio F1 is to F2 it will be 2:1 because mass it will be doubled in F1 then compared to the F2. Very easy question, but don't get confused in the exam because these are the application level questions. If you know all the theory, Newton's first law, second law, third law, if you know the formula, how they will be related, whether they are directly or inversely related, how they will be changing, how they will depend upon one another, if you know the theory, then only you can answer like this question. That's why today I am uploading theory part of the class motion. Better first go through that class first, then answer this MCQ questions. Okay. Then F is force of an object is directly proportional to mass of the object. Therefore, here the mass of object it will be more, double of F2. Therefore, the ratio it will be 2:1. Let us move to the next question. Ninth question. Force acting on the particle moving with constant speed is. The force acting on a particle moving with constant speed. Option A, always 0. Option B, need not be 0. Option C, always non-zero. Option D, cannot be concluded. The correct answer will be need not be 0. Here they are telling force acting on the particle moving with constant speed. If the object is moving with a constant speed, don't think you are not applying any force. Continuously you are applying a force. To maintain a constant speed, that object, it will require a some force. Therefore, the force is not at all 0, need not be 0. Always be 0, no, wrong. Always non-zero, that is also wrong. Cannot be concluded, that also wrong. According to this question, the correct answer, it will be need not be 0. Need not be 0 means it means you need some force. Assume here one object is there, some, consider some car or something. Then this car is moving like 30 kilometer per hour. See, same constant speed, continuously the car is moving with 30 kilometer per hour. To maintain this speed, you need a continuous force. For example, I will consider some 20 Newton of force I am continuously giving to that car. Therefore, the car is continuously moving. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is need not be 0 means it needs some value. Like that you have to think. Let us move to the next question. Option 10. An object of mass m begins to move on the plane inclined at an angle theta. The coefficient of static friction is inclined surface is μs. The maximum static friction experienced by the mass is. The correct answer for this question is option 4. Direct formula. If you remember the formula, easily you can answer this question. Then in friction also, I will upload the video. In friction also, you are having 3 types: static friction, rolling friction, then kinetic friction. That in detail I will explain when I will take the lesson friction. Okay. Let us take this question. Next question, question number 11. When the object is moving at constant velocity on the rough surface. If the object is moving at constant velocity on the rough surface, option A, net force on the object is 0. Option B, no force act on the object. Option C, only external force acts on the object. Option D, only kinetic friction acts on the object. The correct answer for this question is option A, net force on the object is 0. See here, when the object is moving at constant velocity on a rough surface, then net force on the object, it will be 0. Why net force it will be 0? When the object is moving on a rough surface, then friction is not there. When there is no friction, then you need not to apply any force. Only the friction it will happen for the smooth surface. Okay. Even rough surface also friction is there, but compared to smooth surface it will be less. Consider it is a rough surface, then the object is moving with a constant velocity. Then they are talking about the net force. Always the force, sometime it will be increasing, decreasing, sometime like that. But here they are asking the net force. Net force is always on the object is 0. Let us move to the next question. That's why those you are not able to follow this type of questions, once again I will explain in detail when I will explain the topic friction. Okay. Question number 12. But this also it will comes under in motion also. Some questions it will be based on the motion friction combined. Question number 12. When an object is at rest at an inclined rough surface. Okay. Inclined rough surface. When an object is at rest on the inclined rough surface, what is the case? Let us see. What is the answer? Let us discuss. Option A, static and kinetic friction acting on the object is 0. B, static friction is 0 but kinetic friction is not 0. Option C, static friction is not 0 and kinetic friction is 0. Option D, static and kinetic friction are not zero. I will explain in the simple word what is mean by static and kinetic friction. When the object is at rest, because of the rest position, the object it will possess a friction. Okay. Consider a car is parking in a parking slot. The car is not at all moving. It will be in the parking position. Because of the mass of that car, it will possess a static friction. That is static. When the object is at rest, then it will possess static friction. Kinetic friction, same car when it is started moving, because of the movement of the car, because of the running of the car it will possess a kinetic friction. Therefore, in the simple word, static means when the object is at rest, it will possess a friction. Kinetic means kinetic friction, when the object is in motion, it will possess a friction. Then correct answer for this question is option C. See, when an object is at rest, static friction is not zero. Yes, already I explained, when the object is at rest, even car, when it will be in the rest position, that also it will possess some static friction. Therefore, the rest object also, they will possess some amount of static friction, not more. The value need not be more, but some small amount of friction they will possess. And also kinetic friction is zero. Yes, when the object is at rest, it will possess a static friction, but kinetic friction is zero, because that object, the car is not at all moving, it will be in the parking slot. Then kinetic friction, it will be zero. Okay. Next question number 13. The centrifugal force appears to exist. Centripetal means central seeking force. Centrifugal means the force it will be out the force it will be moved from center to the outer boundary, outside force. Centripetal means the inside, centrifugal means the force it will be like outside to the center. Option A, only in inertial frames. Option B, only in rotating frames. Option C, only any accelerated frame. Both. Option D, both in inertial, non-inertial frame. Centrifugal in the rotating frame. Centrifugal, you can observe those you did some experiment in the chemistry lab to precipitate solution. You know what is mean by precipitation. Precipitation means it will be like a colloid solution. It is a combination of semi solid. It will be like curd is a form of a precipitated one. Curd, whatever the curd we will use in the daily life, that is also one of the precipitate. Then to in the curd, normally we have milk, water, everything is there. Even okay, to separate that curd part, that fat part with milk, normally the centrifugal, that is the machine, we will keep the curd in that one. Centrifugal, that is a rotating machine. When it will start rotating fastly, then it will separate the precipitate. It will separate the precipitate as solid and the liquid one. That is, which force is applied here? Centrifugal force. This force is acting outside of the center. See, consider this is the circle, then consider this is the center, then the force, this is the centripetal force, is acting towards the center. I am talking about the centrifugal. This force is centrifugal force. This force is acting outside the center of the circle. Because of this, when you start rotating, always the centrifugal force you will observe only in the rotating frames, like centrifuges. Those you did precipitation to separate solid from the liquid, like semi solid, like curd to separate water and also fat content, we will use a centrifugal machine. Then that machine, it will rotate fastly, then it will separate the solid mixture from the liquid one. Okay. Let us move to the next question. 14th question. Choose the correct statement from the following. First one, centrifugal centripetal force or action reaction pairs. Yes, centripetal is acting towards the center. Centrifugal force is acting outside of the direction. It will be outside of the center of the circle. Option B, centripetal force is a natural force. Option C, centrifugal force arise from gravitational force. Option D, centripetal force act towards the center and centrifugal force appears to act away from the center in a circular motion or rotatory motion. Yes, what I explained, option D, it will be the correct answer for this. That is the correct statement. Already I explained. Centripetal force, that force is acting towards the center of the circle. Centrifugal force appears to act away from the center in a circular motion or rotatory motion. Both also same. Let us move to the next question now. Question number 15. If a person moving from pole to equator, the centrifugal force acting on him, I will write earth here, like it will be like little like oval shape, not like a complete circle. Consider this is center, then this is the consider this is a pole, then this one is a equator, then here this is the center. See, from center to pole the distance is less compared to center to the equator. When you observe only you will come to know. If a person is moving from pole to equator, one person is moving from pole to equator, okay, then the centrifugal force acting on him, centrifugal means the force is acting away from the center of the circle, the force is acting away from the center of the circle. Then here first option, the centrifugal force acting on him, option A increases, option B decreases, option C remains the same, option D increases then decreases. The correct answer for this question is increases. Why it will be increases? As you are moving from pole to equator, the distance pole to equator, the distance it will be increases. Correct? No? Correct. If a person is moving from pole to equator, centrifugal force acting on him, it will be increases. Okay, as the distance increases, the force acting on that person, centrifugal force also it will be increases. Let us move to the next question. See, I think same question is repeated if a person is moving from pole to equator. Okay, same question repeatedly. Okay, let us move to the next set of question. First question, passengers are pushed back when a bus starts abruptly. Which of the following is an example of this one? Option A, the first law of Newton. Option B, the second law of Newton. Option C, the third law of Newton. Option D, none of Newton's laws apply to you. What is the correct answer? 1 minute. Answer the question. Okay, passenger are pushed. 1 minute, some disturbance here. Okay, passengers are pushed back when a bus starts abruptly. Which of the following is an example of this? That it will be the Newton's first law, otherwise law of inertia also we will consider. Law of inertia of rest or Newton first law, everything it will be same. Let us move to the next question. Second question, the mass of a body is equivalent to the ratio of force acting on it to the acceleration is generates option A, the gravitational mass, option B, the mass of the electromagnetic field, option C, the mass of the internal organs, option D, mass of inertia. The mass of a body, the correct answer it will be the mass of inertia. The mass of a body is equivalent to the ratio of force acting on it to the acceleration. It generates the mass of inertia. Easy question. Let us move to the next question. It is also easy one. You can answer easily. Concept questions I will explain more. Easy questions I will go fastly. When a passenger on a bus traveling at a constant speed is pushed backward and the bus accelerates forward, this force is referred to as option A, gravitational force, option B, real force, option C, fictitious pseudo force, option D, frictional force. The correct answer will be fictitious or pseudo force. Pseudo force means the force exists but you can feel but you can't see with your naked eye. Only the pseudo means false force also we will consider sometime, but that force it will be exist. Okay. Next question, which of the following has the greatest inertia? Inertia, it will be directly depend upon the mass of the body. If the mass of the body is more, inertia it will be more. Remember that one. Then here option A single atom, option B, a molecule, option C, a 1 rupee coin, option D, a cricket ball. Out of this 4, a cricket ball is a more mass, correct no? Compared to this 4, the cricket ball has the more mass. As the mass increases, the inertia also it will be increases. Mass is directly proportional to inertia. Remember that one. Mass is directly proportional to inertia. As the mass increases, the inertia of the object also increases. Then here among this 4, which one has the more mass? Cricket ball. Okay. Therefore, the inertia of the cricket ball it will be more. Next. This is also a very easy question. See here, question number 6. In 5 seconds, time is given 5 seconds. An automobile speeds from 18 km per hour to 36 km per hour. What is the acceleration of the automobile in meter per second? You know acceleration it will be u minus v divided by t, or u minus v divided by t. A means acceleration due to gravity, u means initial velocity, v means final velocity. Then here u is 36 km per hour minus 18 divided by t is 5 second. This it will be in kilometer per hour. Then this it will be in kilometer per hour. This in second. Then convert. This it will be 18 into convert meter per second. Then it will be 1000 divided by 3600 into 5. 0 0 get cancelled. 5 ones are 5 twos are. Then this it will be 3 ones are 1 meter per second. Okay. I have to convert here better. Do it here one more step, otherwise you will get confused. Then here 18 kilometer means 1000 divided by 3600 divided by 5. 2 0 2 get cancelled. 1s are 2s are 2 1s are 5s are 5 it will get cancelled. It will be 1 meter per second square. You can observe here only the single mistake, how we will cancellation, we will get the different answer. That's why when you are in the exam, you should be quick when you are solving the problem, and also it should be accurate. That is also very, very important. Let us move to the seventh question. This is the last question because the class it will be lengthy, more than 40 minutes. One more class I will discuss with the same topic motion. Part 2 we will discuss later. This is the last question. Then later I will stop the class. Question number 7. If the force applied to a body is doubled and the mass is cut in half, what would be the acceleration ratio? You know, F is equal to m into a. Then here, if the force applied to a body is doubled, force is doubled, then mass is cut off. Force is doubled, then mass is cut off, then what will be the acceleration? Force is doubled, force is 2F, mass is 1 by 2m, then a, then acceleration it will be, what will be the ratio? 1:4. If the force is doubled, F it will become 2F. Okay, then mass it will become, mass is cut into half. Then what will be the acceleration? Acceleration it will be 1:4. Consider, move this 2 here, 2 2s are 4. The acceleration it will be 1:4. Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks for listening my class. Okay, this class it will become lengthy still, so still I think 20 more questions are there to discuss with the same topic, but already 40 minutes over. I will do motion part 2, same MCQ questions, same set of MCQ questions I will discuss in the next class. I will upload the theory part of this motion today night. Please go through that class, then easily you can answer the remaining questions. Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks for listening my class. Continuously watch my videos. Those without subscribing, I know so many you are watching, please subscribe, and also please give like also. Then whatever the feedback, whether it is to improve, how you are feeling about the class, tell me your feedback in the comment box. I need your feedback, whether whatever the classes I am discussing, whatever the classes I am taking, whether it will be useful or not. I have to come to know. And also those you are preparing for the remaining exams, which exam you are preparing, then you want which type of class, tell me the topic, then what you are feeling about the class. Feedback is very, very important. That's why tell me, comment me in the comment box, tell me your feedback. Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks for listening.